Okay guys, today we're going to be reviewing our value scales. As you move forward, you want to consider the pressure and the stroke frequency of your marks. You want a clear transition, a smooth transition between one value and another. You also want to consider your hand position. You want to hold the pencil from the end using a nice loose grip. You also want to consider the craftsmanship of your project. Make sure you fill the entire space of the box. Leave no white space. You also want to tidy up around the edges of your box using the eraser. Remember, with graphite pencils, it's the little things that count. As you move forward, you notice you may start to smudge your work. Use a scrap sheet of paper to protect your work from your hand. Okay, now we're going to talk about the next three value scales: scumbling, stippling, and blending. As you move forward with these three, I want you to switch pencils in between the black, mid-tone, and light tones. Choose which pencil you think would be best. You also want to space out the marks depending on which tone. For black, the marks should be close together with a high stroke frequency. Mid and light tones should have a medium stroke frequency with a more white space. And finally, as you move toward your white area and your light tones, they should have a low stroke frequency. Let's take a closer look at what the scumbling looks like. You will notice that the marks are tight, close together, in little tiny curls. Think about doing curly hair or bushes when you do scumbling. Next, we're going to talk about stippling. Stippling uses the same technique with a high stroke frequency with black and a low stroke frequency over the light. As you move forward with the stippling, it's important that you don't lift the pencil really high off the page. Keep it really low. You'll notice it's almost hard to see past my hand because I'm barely moving the pencil as I add these marks. Go over the 5B with the HB to fill in any white spaces that you see. Again, switching in between each pencil. Each pencil has a specific job. Watch as I continue to fill out the rest of the stippling value scale. Remember, patience is key. This one will probably take you the most time, but will create a rewarding texture once you're done. Notice, as I go into my light tones, I switch my pencils once again, this time with the 6H. Adding some final touches. Almost there, just adding some final touches. Notice how I filled in almost all of the white space in the dark area. Start with the 5B first, going dark, fading into light. Then go over everything again with the HB. Remember, craftsmanship counts. Fill in all those spaces. Next, go over the midtone with the 6H, blending dark to light with the light tones. This will be one of the most useful skills you have, blending the pencils into each other. To add a smoother tone, use the blending stump in small circular motions to create an almost cloudy texture. The trick with the blending stump is getting it to be consistent. A lot of beginning artists often overuse this technique, so be wary. The blending stump is difficult to control. Okay, guys, and there we have it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or ask me in class. I look forward to seeing your finished value scales.